Hey there guys, and welcome to Subsistence. Now, doing this video because I see in a number of reviews where people down-rating the game because they're dying day one, saying it's impossible. Well, I think maybe what you might want to do is just have a look at some of my tips that I'm going to show you in this video to get you through the first few days and get yourself started up on a base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up a new profile. I'm playing another profile as it is, and I'm kind of thriving on it. So but we're going to start from day one. So yeah, you got various choices. You got easy, which as it says there, less predators and a very low penalty for death, so you don't really lose much if anything. And yeah, it's for those who are just interested in crafting and building. I generally play the normal, where there are lots more predators and there's a bit more of a penalty. You can risk losing some stuff. An option you have as well is to enable hunters, which is on by default. If you enable that, after you've created your first base and placed your BCU, hunters will start gradually spawning in the game world and building their own base, and they are an actual threat. So I'm going to leave that enabled. I'm going to start a new solo game. There we go. So first thing you want to do is make sure you start gathering logs, because you're not necessarily going to have a base on the very first night. So, and also look out for these containers. There are four different types, but three that you'll see mostly, like this one. This one's general survivals, like your nails, feathers, and some berries. Not always will they have them. There'll be different ones. So I'm going to start chopping some trees and gather some logs, because obviously at night time it's going to get really quite cold, so I'm going to need a campfire. So you'll also notice in the game world, if you get to the boundaries, you'll actually see a fence. Obviously that means you're right near the edge of the game map. So yeah, you want to avoid that. Not going to do you any harm, it's just that you can't really go any further. Now up here you can see that there's these huge trees. You'll see the odd ones littered around the map. There's not very many of these, but these give you 6 logs per. And you'll notice when I come up to the 6th log that it also gives me something different as well. A tree grub. Now you can actually use that later in game for fishing, use that as bait, or you can actually eat it as well, and that'll give you a bit on a little bit of protein, not a lot. It's a last ditch resort sort of thing, but it won't really keep you going. So I'm going to carry on. Oh. Now there you can see a bear, and now I had a warning there. A bear giving off a bit of a growl. Doesn't mean you need to go running. It's not necessarily going to attack you, it's just like a warning. So as long as you like move away, you'll be fine. You'll notice that sometimes like the bears and the wolves will like casually follow you out of curiosity, but they're not necessarily going to attack you as long as you don't go up to them and go close. So just keep a little bit of a distance from them. Now this game, it's all about taking your time. It's not a first-person shooter. If you're going to treat it as a first-person shooter, you're not going to survive. Now you notice that I'm not sprinting. If you sprint, obviously you use up more of your stamina, which means that you're then risking getting hungrier quicker. You're using your energy up. It's just logic. So best thing to do, just take your time, just stroll, take in the scenery. Right, you'll notice just there, you might just barely see that there is a fibre plant. Wait till he turns his back. You want to gather up as many as you can. Now I can see another container over there in the distance, so I'm going to make my way over there. That one will contain mostly very basics for construction. Things like nails, maybe planks. You might find some biofuel. Oh, and look here, scrap metal. Collect as many of them as you can. So I'm going to unlock this. So I've got nails, planks, and 1 cloth. So, while we're thinking about it as well, if I tab, that brings up my inventory. So I've got a list of starter objectives there. You can do them at your own leisure. There's no rush for them. But here's your crafting menu. Here's your inventory. So I've got some bits there. You can actually craft clothing over time. Now, it's going to take you a little bit of time because even for like a medium t-shirt, you need cloth, cordage, which is made from fibres, and feathers, which obviously you get from chickens, or you can randomly get them from smaller packages that you'll find littered around the map. And another tip for you, while you're still in your early stages and gathering up your materials, you're not really going to get a secure base. So what I suggest you do, which is something I do, I actually... I'll leave that tree for now. Yeah, I actually wait to build my base. I actually spend my time just gathering up all the bits that I can, because the minute, like I said, the minute you place your BTU, you set the timer for the hunters to start spawning into the world, and they come in a couple of forms. You can get those that will be individuals that are just camping, basic campfire and, well, nothing else, and they generally move around the map, but they can be a threat anyway. Then you got those that might come in pairs. They'll set up a base. They'll start actually building their own base up, and once they're established, that's it. They will come hunting you. They're hunters. That's what they do. They come looking for you. They do actually fight with the predators in the game world when they get nearby, which is a good mechanic that the dev decided to put in after several suggestions made to him. Here we go, we've got some circuit boards and more nails and things like that. So yeah, it was a good thing that he put that in, because they were a bit problematic before, where it seemed like the hunters and the animals, well, they were just like best of friends. They just they weren't bothered. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm going to move away. Yeah, notice it's just sniffing the air now. It's just stopped sniffing the air. It's not going to go for me. It's just curious. So yeah, no need to sprint. Where possible, don't run. You really don't want to burn off your stamina. You really don't want to make yourself excessively hungry, because otherwise you will die of starvation. Now, crouching down, you're less likely to be noticed so much by the animals when you get so close to them. Just don't go right up to the faces, obviously. Now, they are actually quite easy to spot, the fibre plants. When you get into the game, I can see another fibre plant there standing out quite well. There are these nodes here. Now, you can actually gather them with the axe, but you won't yield as much from them. So you'll see here, I got 1 ore. Usually I get about 3 if I use a pickaxe. 2 ore in total. It's not a lot, really. So, and it takes you quite a bit of time to actually hack through it when you're using your axe. More fibre. I think I can see another container in the distance there. And there's a wolf. So, just going to watch its behaviour, see where it's going. That's a level 2. So yeah, I've got another med pack here. So I've got fruit and nails and a protein bar, which will definitely come in handy. So I'm going to take that now. So yeah, there's 3 small containers. There's the wood crate. There's a grey camo bag with an ammo marking on the front, which is, well, as you would expect, ammo or ammo casings and other things, you know. Oh, bear. Yeah, it's smelt me. So I'm going to move away a bit more briskly. That's it. Yeah, I've lost it. So yeah, you don't need to panic about the animals. Just notice their behaviour. If you hear them, stop and maybe turn around. As long as you're not right on top of them, they're not necessarily going to attack you straight away. But you notice stamina's fine because I'm not burning it off. I'm not sprinting. I'm just taking my time. Got all the time in the world. At the end of the day, you're out to survive as long as you can. And I've actually managed to survive quite a long period of time. And quite a few game days, really, in this. By just going off these very simple survival mechanics. I'm going to get some more logs. Ugh. Mine went completely blank then. Very simple of me that. Oh, I can see another container off to my right there, but there is a bear or something in that vicinity. You gotta use your judgment. Is it worth it? If you see a container but there's an animal lingering around near it, you really need to decide whether it's worth it or not. At this moment, I think it's moved on a little bit. It won't have gone too far though. They generally don't travel that far in between distances, you know, from wherever they were. Here we go. Yeah, no, it's alright. So got some more nails, berries and scrap metal. Get some more logs. Okay, more fibre. Yeah, it's very easy to find fibre generally when you really, like I said, once you get your eye for it, you'll actually spot them quite easily. See another container over there. I'm gonna. Oh, there's two containers there. See where's that? Oh, that wall's turning back. Oh, and I'm nearly walking into a bear. Yeah, they'll only. Oh, great. Move away. Oh, sniffing me out. I'm a little bit too close there, so. Well, I'm in no immediate danger. It's not actually, it's following me a little bit, but it won't go too far and it won't chase after me. It won't attack me at this time. So yeah, that was an example of not worth it. Not worth trying to get them two containers. I'll end up dying. Too many animals around there. Another thing that you need to note as well, the higher up you go, the colder it is. Now it's fine at this time in daytime. Oh, here we go. Ammo crate. See there. See the ammo on the front. Open that. So I've got some bullets, I've got some gunpowder, circuit boards and bullets for another gun which I don't have at the moment. Something else that I really should actually have noted as well. Starting gear. You start off with an axe, you start off with a pistol with one round, and you start off with a glow stick which will be handy for the night time walking around, traversing around. You also have a bandage and a match. Don't waste the match. You're going to need that on your first night. Get your first campfire going. You'll need it. Now here we've got some medicinal plants. You want to collect them because later on you can actually craft biofuel with them, which will be good for generators. Something else that I also realised, it was something that was, I'm not too sure when it was introduced actually. When I originally started playing this, you didn't get it, but you actually start off with a water canteen as well, with full of clean water. Now, what you can actually do is when you've drunk out of that, you can actually refill it, and in like little lakes or little ponds, but you will need to boil it because the water that you do get from it is dirty. Okay, so I just found myself a little lake. I'm going to have a little look. Yeah, so I've got sandstone there. Later, when I've got an axe, I could actually chop that to gather sandstone ore from there, which can then be refined into glass fragments. That's a bit later game, really. Let's see, is there anything else around here? Ah, and here we've got some kelp. That's edible. Can be used to replenish some of your come on, get out. some of your vegetation, because you notice here, fruit and veg, you've got 3 types. You've got your protein, fruit and veg, and hydration. Now, it's ideal to try and balance all of them, so obviously you need meat, vegetables, and water. Actually, I'm going to eat a protein bar. That'll do up my meat a little bit. It's got some fruit here. I'm going to eat the apples. No, actually, I'll eat the blueberries. That's replenish some of my fruit and veg. Hydration. Drink. Might be a good idea if I actually top up the bottle. So I'm going to right click and fill with water. I've got dirty water in there now. I'll have to boil that up before I can actually drink it later. So, oh, recently as well, introduced into the game are deer. Now, they are quite difficult to actually get. I don't have any arrows with me at the moment, so I won't be able to take one down. But they are very nervous kind of creatures. And like you see there, I mean, I don't get that close to it and it starts sprinting away. So you're not really going to be able to chase it down so easy. You have to actually try and attack it from a distance. And it's best if you're using a crossbow, which we don't have at the moment. In fact, let's have a look, see what do I need. So I need 6 cordage and 5 sticks. So I could actually craft one of them up. So first thing I need to do is craft some sticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was 6 cordage, weren't it? Numpty. Oh no, 5. No, alright, so I want to craft up the cordage as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I've got sticks, I've got the cordage, but I'll need the materials as well. I haven't got feathers. Yeah, oh, I've got a feather. I don't really want to waste my 1 bullet on a chicken. Do I have any more bullets actually? Yeah, actually I've got 9 there, so I'm going Ah, crap. 1 arrow would normally take that down, but it takes more than 1 shot with a pistol. There we go. It's downed. It's not dead yet. Now that's ideal later on in game if you actually have a animal. What is it? I think it can only be crafted by the VCU, yeah. But you can actually craft a little animal shelter thing where you can keep the animals in alive stock, and chickens will produce eggs for you as well as feathers over time and all that. But you just got to like make sure you keep them fed and watered and stuff like that. Okay, so the sun's setting now. I'm going to try and find a relatively safe spot to set up campfire. I've got a chicken here, it's still alive at the moment, but that won't last long. I'll butcher that, gather some meat and feathers from it. Very hard to resist when you see these containers. But I will need to get sorted. In fact, actually, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to craft up a campfire ready. So let's get that crafted. I'll craft up my bow later on when I can get some more feathers. I'm going to need nails, sticks and feathers. So actually craft the arrows for that. Got my campfire ready. Just trying to find a spot now. I want to make sure it's a nice safe spot. I'm going to watch that temperature. It's 8 degrees at the moment. That temperature will plummet soon. Actually, I think... Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a pond here. Yeah. Alright, this place will do for now. So I'm going to set up my campfire here. Need fuel. Crikey, that took all of it. No, it didn't. Right. Okay, matches for ignition. Right. So I'm going to butcher the chicken, which is now dead. Cook that up. Where's my water bottle? There. Cook that up as well. May as well eat their berries. While I'm at it, I'm going to craft up a couple more sticks I think I need for the hunting bow. Yeah, one more stick. So actually I'm going to craft up 3 sticks. Actually that was 2, but never mind. Right, so I'm going to make my hunting bow. Now my chicken, make sure that cooks nicely. Right, bow's ready. Right, now I'm going to need some arrows, so I'm going to go to there. Alright, I need 2 sticks per. So I'm going to craft 3 more sticks. Actually, yeah, you actually get 2 arrows for each one, so that will make 4 arrows by crafting the 2 sets, so you get 2 in per craft. Oh, chicken's cooked. Yummy. Drink water. What I'll do is I'll take the water bottle off the campfire first. Right, refill that. Pop it back on the barbie. Boil it up. Right, so yeah, I've got 2 arrows. Another 2 on the way. Okay, so 4 arrows. Now that'll definitely come in handy for when I'm doing my hunting. So yeah, at this time it's probably better to. Ooh, hang on. Hold still. Damn, missed. Yeah, you'll actually be able to recover your arrows mostly. This is a problem. Try not to go too far away from your campfire, otherwise you will get cold at night. But most of the time you will be able to recover your arrows, but there are the odd occasional time where the arrow might break when it's hit the ground. So I think what I'm going to do anyway is going to just stay here for the night, stay warm by the fire, and I'll bring you back when it's morning, guys. Oh, good morning. Sun is rising. It's looking a bit foggy out there. At the moment it's going to probably still be a little bit cold if I move away from the campfire. Let's just see. So like, yeah, 5 degrees. Actually, that's manageable. That's manageable, that. So, yeah, what I'm going to do, I want to keep the ash. That can be useful later. Yeah, I'm going to extinguish it. Actually, is there anything I can hunt out and cook up here before I do that? No, looks like that chicken that was here earlier has done a runner. So yeah, I'm going to extinguish this fire, I think. So extinguish, got the ash, and then what you can do, if you look in the bottom right, it actually shows dismantle and move. Now you can actually move it around, but you can't move it too far from where you originally had it in the first place. So I won't be using this again, so I'm going to dismantle it. That'll give me half the resources back that I used to craft it. And yeah, going to move on. Oh, I made the mistake of getting the attention of a wolf. Hopefully I'll lose interest in me shortly. Ah, come on. Yeah, it's losing interest. Whew. That's a bit fine. Right. Deja vu. I'm going round in circles here. Chicken. Thank you. I'll have that. Yeah, that was me being a bit cumbersome. Didn't notice it. In fact, I didn't hear it. It was just over the hillside, and then I got a bit too close, and that was it. The hunt was on. A lot of wolves and bears around. And we're back. Now, actually, we're approaching the location that I've been looking for. Up here should be the beautiful river. It's a nice beach. Here's another one of them big trees. I'm going to take this and actually gather its resources. There we go, guys. There's the river. Really is a very attractive place to build. Try and get this chicken. Got ya. Instant kill on that. So it's up in this area where I've actually built. I really love it. Yeah, it's actually there on that rock face that I built. Get a beautiful view of the snowy mountains and as well as the river and the lush trees. So let's have a look, see what I can actually build at this time. So I've got a reasonable amount of nails. I need to craft up some more wood and planks, so I'm going to get them going. Okay, so I can start crafting my first wood foundation. Could do with a wall. Well, also really would like a storage container, so I'm going to craft up 4 more planks. Decide where I want to build. I mean, this is a beautiful spot, but I could imagine the sound of the waterfall would actually get quite annoying after a bit. So I probably wouldn't want to build there. I do want to have a beautiful view of this river. Wabbit! There you go. Oh, almost failed. Sorry for it. Right, just going to grab up some more materials before I decide to set up my base. I want to get as much as I can, really. So yeah, I've decided I'm going to build on this spot here. It's got a nice, beautiful view going around, and kind of give me a little, well, not really advantage, really. It means that the hunters are going to find it difficult to attack from all sides. I mean, from the water level, they'll be down there. They'd have to attack from this side, which means that if need be, I could then start fortifying my base mostly on that side and still have a beautiful view here. I have access to all this water here for fishing later in game. And yeah, so I'm going to do it. So I'm going to get started. Nope, I want to start off with my foundation. So I'm going to put that, basically pushing my mouse up and down, that makes it higher and lower. Yeah, I've got controls as displayed on the right. So pressing num key 8 will make it go forward a little bit, 2 back, and then you can rotate it with 4 and 6. So I'm going to keep it at that, I think. So place that. Okay, got a wall. I'll put that up, actually. I think I'll put that there. Could do with crafting. Let's see. So if I click on wooden wall, we've got various options here. We've got doorway, window, curved wall, quarter wall, half wall, curved window. I'm going to go for a window. Nice window to have a nice look out there. Well, I'm going to start off small anyway to begin with. So, put, no, sorry, 7, yeah. Okay, so, I'll snap there. Okay, so nice beautiful view out there. My box, I think I'll put that here. Now, good thing to note as well, as I pointed out earlier, you can actually move parts around after you place them. So if I press and hold end while looking at the object, that means that I'm moving it around now. I can move that, so I could put that there if I wanted. It doesn't cost you anything in resources, which is really a bonus, really. So what I'm going to do it though is I'm going to get another full wall. Do with getting the materials together. So what do I need actually to make a doorway? Let's have a look. So doorway, I need 4 planks, I need more cordage. I've got some stuff there to make cordage. So 1, 2. And I want how many more planks? I need 4, don't I? So 4 planks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put that wall up there. I'm not putting up my BCU just yet. I will do though soon. I'm going to have to get another campfire crafted up. So I need sticks. So be crafting up a campfire soon. I'll be able to make myself a fire starter as well. I've got 1 biofuel, so if I look here, fire starting kit. Need 2 sticks, 2 fibres and 1 biofuel. Okay, so I've got my campfire ready. I'm going to craft up a fire starting kit. Let's see, number 7. I'll just put it in here for now. Put that there. Need to put some logs in for fuel. Put my fire starter kit in. Ignite. There we go. Right, going to butcher my chicken. Now, might not have noticed, but as well as the actual breast, you do actually get 2 feathers per chicken as well. With the rabbits, you get 1 meat and 1 cloth. So I'm going to cook them up. Let's see. I'm going to craft a doorway. And I need to sort out some more logs, ready to make a roof. So, 4 planks should I say it? 4 planks. Right, I'm going to put my doorway on. Can move that at a later time though. Alright, let's turn around. Right, I'm going to spin that around because I don't like the way it's facing at the moment, so I'll put that there. Right. Have I got enough for a door? Yeah, that's going to leave me short though. So I've got to decide, do I put a door on or a roof on? Check my food. Oh, no! That's a pain. You want to do that. Where's that gone? There it is. Right. Eat. Thank you. Right. What's the temperature outside like? Yeah, it's too cold. Can't do anything at the moment. So I'll bring you back, guys, when it's daylight. Oh, and good morning. We're back again. Right. So, sun is rising. So temperature is acceptable. I can tolerate it. Now, double bonus for having that there. It's going to be relatively easy for me to find it. Just get onto the riverside again and I'll be able to locate the base, no problem. So right now what I need to do is I need to gather more logs. And then I'm going to need to look for some more containers to get some more nails because I can't craft them just yet. That's a more advanced crafting thing later. So yeah, I'll bring you back later when we've got some stuff. And we're back, guys. Just come back a little bit early to refuel the campfire. It does burn through the logs a little bit faster than the stove that you can actually craft up later in game. So, but I've gathered enough resources now to craft my door. And I can put a roof on. Just wait for the planks to craft up though. So yeah, I survived now. Well, I'm on day 5 actually, I think. And yeah, survived. No deaths, nothing. I'm fine. So I've got a chicken. I'm going to butcher that. Some meat from it. Throw it on the barbie. Where's the meat gone? There it is. So could do with putting some stuff in my container as well. Keep that safe. Going to eat the berries. So, right. So I'm going to put the door on. So 7. Doors on, ready. Okay, now we need the roof. So 6. I think I might turn that round. I'll put that way. There we go. So nice basic starter shack there. Get started. And now I think what I'll do is I'll put the BCU down, because something to bear in mind, when you place your BCU, you cannot move that. You can't relocate it like all the rest of the objects. You can only dismantle it. For every subsequent BCU after your first one, they start producing less power. So your first one will produce the most. I'll put that there actually now. That's online now. So base is online. That means that there should be a message come up shortly about hunters getting ready to spawn in the world. So yeah, here's the base command unit. So at the moment it's generating power 0.33 in, 0 out. I'm not using any power, so it's alright. And it's generating mass. It'll go up to 100 and top 500 in the power. Now, hold on, let me just check the meat. There we go. Yeah. Now, if I was to have a second base with a BCU, it would stop at 250 power and 25 mass. The second BCU would not generate so much. So only your main one, this will be the master, my first one, will generate all that energy. So yeah, as of this point, now I've got my BCU in. Hunters, there you go. In the next few days, hunters will start moving into the world. So that's why I said don't rush into it. The last thing you want is hunters in the world before you're ready. But got the starting point. I think I might do another episode again with more survival where we look into the more advanced crafting things. And yeah, I hope you found this video useful. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye.